Be me. 29, in Singapore now. Freelance software dev, decent cash flow. Not a Chad, but not a total loser either. Pretty tough being a dude about to turn 30 in 2025. Keep thinking about marriage and settling down. All of my family members keep giving me a hard time about it too. Everyone's hyper-competitive and dating market is pretty screwed LOL. My birthday's coming up. Friend group arranges a surprise party. Already know about it because my best mate can't keep secrets. It's almost an every year tradition at this point. They throw a party and invite some mutual friends, etc. Pretend to be surprised anyway. Walk into bar, friends everywhere, some new faces, free drinks, vibes good. Then I see her. Absolute 10, tall dark hair, literally smiles like an angel. I know it sounds so corny, but I usually don't get fazed by pretty girls. Maybe because too much looking at AI ones now, LOL, they all seem the same. But she was a proper thing, really beautiful. My guy Sam introduces us, says she's his cousin's friend visiting from Munich, calls her Alina. She gives me the look, not the polite one, the I already know you're buying my next drink look. Heart starts skipping, brain tells me this one has danger written all over it. Heart says she laughed at your joke about JavaScript, marry her. Ask Sam later, why's she here? He says, oh, she's just visiting for a few weeks. Her cousin works in finance here. Says she's been traveling around Asia after a bad breakup. Alina tells me herself that Munich felt too small for her. Wanted to see new places. Says she's figuring out her next steps, maybe work, maybe just vibe for a while. Adds, Singapore's way more fun than people say. I joke, you here to find a rich banker? She laughs. Maybe, but you seem more fun. Makes me blush, not gonna lie. We talk all night, somehow not awkward, friends all noticing, didn't get to spend too much time with them. Honestly, was so caught up with Alina. She's funny, playful, a little too interested in my job, keeps asking if Singapore is expensive. If it's true, devs make more money here, what my dream house is. Asks a lot of questions about what kind of apartments are cheap in Singapore. Wants to know, how safe is it for single women? Do you have to be married to get a nice place? Jokes about finding a reason to stay in this country, keeps steering the convo to living costs, expat visas, job hunting, asks if I'd ever help someone get PR if you fell for them. At the time, I think she's just curious. I try to brush it off, blame it on nerves. Her perfume low-key makes my serotonin spike. The end of the night, she grabs my hand, pulls me outside to get some air, lights a cigarette, looks at me, asks if I've ever had my heart broken. What the duck lol? Say, yeah, a couple times. She nods like she already knew, says, me too, but you look like you'd treat a girl right. Kinda sus, but my ego is starving, so I eat it up. She kisses me before I even get her number. FML, this never happens to me. Sam looks at me from the door, gives me a thumbs up. Next morning, get a text. It's her. Coffee? Unless you're too busy for a bad girl. Bro, I haven't even brushed my teeth and I'm simping already. Not busy for you, obviously. Lol. What a smooth talker I am, huh? End up meeting her at a hipster cafe, she's there before me. Already ordered my favorite. Flat white, no sugar. She remembered. Girls never remember. Spend all morning talking about everything. She's from Munich. Says she hated the cold. Loves the food here. Tries to teach me some weird German slang. I make fun of her accent. She pretends to be offended. We click. Proper. Start seeing each other every few days. Days turn into weeks. She's always got energy, wants to go everywhere. Some days, she'll surprise me with a new spot to eat. Always the trendiest place on TikTok. She orders like she owns the place. Says, don't worry, I got expensive taste, but I'm not high maintenance. Doesn't let me pay every time, just most times. Says she'll make it up to me next time. Always posts her food, tags the restaurant, but never tags me. Her phone's always blowing up. WhatsApp, Telegram, random calls in German, asks me to take her pic for Instagram, but don't get in it. I want to show the world I'm mysterious. She gets gifts from friends back home, new perfume, fancy bags, says, my friends always look out for me. Girls gotta help each other survive. Sometimes wonders out loud if she should start a business here, maybe a women's wellness brand, asks if I know anyone in marketing. Always making new connections, meeting potential investors at bars, but she swears she only wants to build something for herself this time. Makes me feel like I'm that guy for once. Even my friends start to like her. Sam says, bro, she's a keeper. NGL. Start getting used to waking up to her messy bun and breakfast she always makes. Never really had a real girlfriend before who actually felt like a partner. She always has stories about back home, says Munich was too cold, too boring, shows me old pics, lots of friends, lots of parties, says her exes never understood her, tells me I'm so different from the guys in Europe, says she wants to learn Singlish so she can fit in. That's our dialect of English here, if you guys are curious. Tries to eat our local food, looks so goofy, but cute, pretending she likes it. My heart. Bro, you gotta lock this down. After a month, she starts staying over more, uses my Netflix, reorganizes my fridge, says she wants to help me eat healthier. Starts making all these smoothies with ingredients I can't pronounce. My kitchen is now 30% chia seeds, 70% oat milk. Sometimes she borrows my laptop, says she needs to email her cousin or check job listings. Once, I walk in, she's got my emails open on a random tab, says she was looking for her own Airbnb confirmation, shrugs it off, gives me a quick hug, distracts me by making pancakes. Brain says, Heart says, shut up nerd, she's hot. Another time, she's scrolling through my phone photos, says she wants to see baby pics. Somehow swipes to my banking app screen, says, I'm just curious, Singapore's tech is so advanced, right? Doesn't seem like a big deal, but I change my passcode later, just in case. Sometimes when we're out, she'll randomly ask about financial stuff. Asks if I have any stocks, or do you just keep cash like an old man? Asks what happens to expats who get married in Singapore, if they can buy property. Makes jokes about not being a gold digger, with a wink. Me, laughing, I wish I had gold to dig. We have some fights, nothing crazy. She hates it when I work late, says guys who code never have time for love. I promise to spend more time with her, start putting her ahead of deadlines. Once, I missed a dinner because of a project deadline. She went cold for 2 days, just silent mode. When I finally ask what's wrong, she bursts into tears, says, I just want to feel like a priority for once, not some afterthought like my ex made me feel. Lets it slip that her last boyfriend never came home on time, asks if I'm ever going to be like that. When I reassure her, she melts back to sweet, cooks me dinner, but next day, she's extra clingy, sends me dozens of texts when I'm at work, wants to know who I'm with, tells me I should work remote so we can spend more time together, but then goes out herself some nights, comes home late, says girls' night, never tells me who exactly. When I ask, she says I'm controlling. Hard to keep up, honestly. Every time I try to set boundaries, she says I'm not supportive. Get used to apologizing for things I didn't even know I did wrong. Okay, I get it. At least she cares a lot about me and wants to make this relationship last long, right? Heard nightmare stories way worse than our biggest arguments. After a couple months, she's fully moved in, says her cousin got a new job in Malaysia, she doesn't want to leave Singapore, asks if she can just stay till she finds her own place. Me, desperate not to lose her, agree right away. Soon she's rearranging my whole flat, says, we should get a pet together. It'll make us feel like a family. I laugh, say, maybe after marriage. She pauses, then gives me a look, says, is that your proposal? Awkward silence, both kind of blush, she changes the subject. Life goes on, friends keep asking, so when are you going to make it official? My parents keep bugging me. When are you bringing her to meet the family? She's already met them on FaceTime, calls my mum auntie. They think she's great. Eventually, I ask her to marry me. Nothing fancy, just me, her, on a balcony at Marina Bay. She cries, says yes, posts a pic on IG, my forever. My friends spam the group chat with champagne emoji. My mum's so happy she cries on the phone. Sam says, bro, congrats, you're a married man now. He keeps telling everyone that he's the reason I won't be single and lonely forever. Oh, is he gonna have a plot twist coming soon? The wedding is small, family and friends, some of her expat mates. She looks stunning, even my uncle can't stop staring. Her vows are all about new beginnings, real love, never giving up on us. I feel like the luckiest guy alive, even my bank account is smiling. First few months of marriage, honestly pretty good. She's sweet, attentive, keeps the flat running like a hotel, makes me lunch, says, take care, La, sends me memes when I'm working late, calls me her rock in front of my friends. For a while, I think maybe this is what real happiness feels like. But does anyone ever really know if happiness is real, or is it just the absence of problems? Is it normal to second-guess yourself every time you feel too happy? Maybe I'm just waiting for something to go wrong, like I don't deserve a win. Anyone else ever get that? Or is it just me, overthinking as usual? Sometimes I wonder if I got too lucky. Maybe that's just what being a dude in 2025 feels like, Like you're always waiting for the rug to get pulled? Was I actually ready for marriage, or did I just want the nagging from family to stop? Maybe deep down, I just wanted someone to choose me first for once. But then things start getting weird. She wants to know all my passwords, says it's for trust, no secrets between us. Asks to help with online banking because maybe you forgot something in the bills. One weekend, she plans a budget date night, says, let's see if we can make a feast on $20, but ends up ordering sushi with my card anyway, laughs, says, oops, bad at math again, asks me to teach her how to use my crypto app so I can invest in us, says, if you can't trust me with money, how can I trust you with my heart? Says, other men always had secrets, I just want honesty. Starts small, asks for my phone password, in case I need to call mom. Gradually, starts logging into my laptop to send emails, asks if we can make a joint account so we can save for our future. Acts offended when I say I need to think about it, doesn't talk to me for a day. Next day, brings home fancy cake, says, life's too short to fight over money. Says, babe, just send me your crypto wallet login, I want to learn how it works. Makes a big fuss if I don't give her access. Jokes about sharing everything in a marriage, right? Find her snooping through my desk, asks if I have old financial stuff she can throw out. Always hovers when I'm on my laptop. Once catches me reading an email from Sam, gets super nosy about who I'm messaging, says, I just want to feel safe in our marriage. My gut's uneasy, but I keep ignoring it. Ever get that feeling where someone's watching you, but you can't prove it? Like you know she's looking through your stuff, but you got no receipts? Maybe I'm being dramatic, but then, why does it feel like she's memorizing every move I make? Is it normal for your wife to want all your passwords? Thinking if real love mean having zero privacy, or if I'm too uptight? My head's spinning with what ifs, but every time I see her smile, I forget all the doubts. Bruh, is this how people get finessed? She's always talking about money, asks when I'll get a promotion, wants to invest together, keeps showing me condos online for our future, says we should buy soon, before prices go higher, tries to convince me to co-sign her for a credit card, says her own credit history is messy from moving around Europe, says she trusts me more than anyone. Meanwhile, I find weird stuff. Once catch her DMing some random guy on IG, claims it's just an old friend, she deletes the convo right after I see it. Another time she's working on a job application at my desk, but I see her WhatsApp open with legal consultation chat, says she's helping a friend. My brain, bro, red flag festival. But every time I question her, she flips it, says I'm acting paranoid and that I must not trust her, cries. Says I'm hurting her feelings. I apologize like an idiot every time. Sam starts getting suspicious too, says, she ever ask you about prenups? I say, no, but she says marriage should be about trust, not contracts. Sam, bro, you ever Google her full name? I say, what, like a background check? He laughs. Just try, you never know. Don't think much of it at first. One day I come home early, hear her on a call in the kitchen, she's speaking in German, sounds serious. Hear lawyer, assets, settlement. Walk in, she hangs up quick. Says it was her cousin in trouble back in Europe. Says, don't worry love, nothing to do with us. Gut feeling says something's wrong. Weeks pass, she gets more distant, always texting, always busy with her own projects, says she's stressed about the future, starts fights over nothing, says I don't support her dreams, says I'm just like all the other men. One night, Sam invites me and another friend, Daniel, out for drinks, says, bro, we need to talk, serious. They show me a thread on a private expat forum. Headline, anyone else got burned by Alina S? Open it. See a wall of stories from guys in Munich, Dubai, Singapore. All say the same thing. Met her, fell in love, moved in, married fast. Then she flipped, filed for divorce, cleaned out their accounts, sometimes accused them of abuse, used lawyers, played the victim, always came out with half their stuff. Every story, same pattern. Stomach does a backflip. Sam says, dude, I also found out she's been emailing a local lawyer, divorce specialist, says she's trying to set me up, wants to file in a way to get the maximum settlement, shows me screenshots, emails, even voice memos. She sent someone bragging about her new rich husband. Daniel says, bro, you need to lock down your money now. Brain goes DEFCON 1. Call my mum, tell her to help move my main account into her name. I'm obviously pretty heartbroken, but the adrenaline from all this is blocking my emotions out. Literally, pack an emergency bag in case things go south. Stash some cash at Sam's place. create encrypted backups of all messages, in case she wipes my laptop, write down every weird thing she says, start sleeping with my phone under the pillow. Sam sets up a group chat called Escape Plan. Daniel jokes that we're like Ocean's 11, except for Singaporeans who code. Paranoia at 100, but better safe than sorry. Transfer my crypto to a cold wallet in a safety deposit box. Set up a shell company for my freelance work. Put all my big client contracts under it. Call my landlord, get the lease changed to family only. Every single asset I own, I get it out of my name or under ironclad contracts. Update all passwords, set two-factor authentication for everything. Start documenting everything. Take photos of her messages, record conversations on my phone, tell Sam and Daniel to help me watch my back. Get in touch with a lawyer, a real shark, the type who charges by the minute. At home, act normal, pretend I'm still clueless. She's acting sweet again, says, maybe we should start a family soon. I say, sure babe, let's go on a trip first. She lights up, thinks she's winning. All the while, I'm watching her like a hawk. A few days later, she brings home a big stack of legal papers, says, I want to go over some things for our future, just so we're on the same page. My lawyer told me not to sign a single thing without checking. She gets annoyed when I say, I'll let my family lawyer read it first, says, you don't trust me after everything we've built? I shrug, say, I just want to protect you too. She storms out, slams the door. Sam calls me that night, says, check her Instagram, bro. She's out with some new guy at a bar, tagged at a 5-star hotel. Caption, some men know how to treat a woman. My blood pressure through the roof, but I play it cool, keep gathering info. Next week, get a call from my lawyer, says Alina's filed preliminary papers for divorce, says she wants half my assets, emotional damages, even part of my mum's condo. Shows up at home with her own lawyer, says I've been financially abusive, tries to cry in front of everyone. My lawyer shreds her case in 5 minutes flat, shows she's got no claim to anything. I own nothing on paper, all the cash gone, business not in my name, shows evidence she was planning the scam before we got married, even has screenshots of her DMs to exes bragging about the jackpot. Her lawyer looks like he wants to die, she turns on the waterworks, says I manipulated her, judge is not impressed. Investigation gets opened, they start looking into her old marriages, turns out she's wanted in Germany for fraud and extortion. Interpol gets involved, real movie stuff. She gets arrested at Changi Airport trying to leave the country with a new friend, some poor banker dude that was in on this scam with her. News story next day, serial ex-wife scammer nabbed in Singapore after attempting asset grab. The day it happened, I got a call from the cops early morning, says, we need you to come in and confirm some details. My heart's doing the F1 night race. No clue what to expect. Get to the station, they show me CCTV from Changi. Alina at check-in with her suitcase, looking calm as ever, some random expat dude trailing behind, probably her next victim. See her try to flash a new passport, but security already flagged her name. They move in quick, 2 officers flank her, she barely flinches, acts surprised, but you can see she's rehearsed this before. She tries to play it cool, tells them she's just on holiday. They show her the warrant, then the real meltdown starts. Calls me a monster in front of the cops, tries to say I set her up. I just stand there, silent, barely recognize the person I married. Her new friend tries to protest, but cops don't care. She screams, then goes dead quiet, lets them cuff her like it's not even the first time. Last thing she says to me is, you'll regret this. But honestly, all I feel is relief. Never saw her again, except for a photo in the news the next morning. My phone explodes, everyone asking if it's really her. All I can say is, yeah, that's her. Her mugshot goes viral in every expat group. Guys I've never met send me DMs, some offering to buy me drinks. One dude from Munich says, she took my dog in the divorce too. Find myself weirdly relieved, but kinda empty. Spent months fighting for my life, now it's over. Every night, dream she's going to walk back in the door, but it never happens. Therapy helps, but not as much as Sam and the boys. My mum says, next time, find a nice local girl. Honestly, just want peace for now. Still getting tons of texts, guys from Munich, Dubai, HK, all messaging me, thanks for exposing her, bro. Sam takes me out for good food, we laugh about it for hours, say, I owe you my life. He just says, next time, trust your gut, bro. Months pass, start rebuilding, work, gym, boys' nights, a lot of therapy. Sometimes get messages from fake accounts, calling me a monster. Sometimes see her face pop up on scammer forums. Last thing she ever posted was a story, "Can't keep a good woman down." Nobody even liked it. Never thought I'd outplay a serial scammer in my own city. Now, every time I walk past Marina Bay, I just smile. Life's better when your ex-wife is in another country, and the cops are watching her instead of you. To all dudes out there, trust your gut, keep your receipts, and don't let the baddies love bomb you into bankruptcy. My happily ever after was just me, my boys, and no crazy women in my flat.